the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhamija and I would be your examiner for this part of the test. This test would be recorded. May I know your full name, please?
My full name is Mavisha Dhawan.
Okay, how may I address you?
You may address me by my first name, Mavisha.
Okay, may I see your identification, please, Mavisha?
Yes, here it is.
Thank you so much, Mavisha. Where do you come from?
I came from Tohana, State Haryana, District Fatehbad. It is located in the northern parts of my India nation. Moreover, it is also known as City of Canals.
Okay, do you like this place?
Yes, I like this place very much because of its eminent facilities we are provided here.
Good. Few questions will be based on mobile phones. How often do you use your mobile phone?
I use my mobile phone almost every day. I use it to interact with my kith and kins and to watch entertainment videos in my leisure time. Apart from this, I use it for my academic purpose also.
Great. Can you describe your mobile phone, Mavisha?
Yes, currently I am using Vivo Y20. It was gifted by my father. It has exciting features and apps. The screen response is perfect and thumbprint works 100% well.
Okay.
And it is
What was your first mobile phone?
well, my first mobile phone was Geo phone. I don't remember the model, but when my father gave it to me, I was on the seventh heaven.
Oh, great. How has your mobile changed your life?
Oh, the mobile phone has changed my life drastically. Probably the most important change is that it has freed me from all the constraints of life. For instance, if I have a meeting with my any friend or relative and I'll get in that, I'll just inform by call or a text.
Okay. Would you buy a new one in the future?
No, I don't think so. I'll not buy a new one in the future because my present phone is working very well.
Okay, good. Few questions will be based on internet. Do you use internet very much?
Yes, I use internet a lot. I use it to watch entertainment videos, and I use it especially while operating my gadgets, especially laptops and cell phones. Apart from this, I use it for my study purpose also.
Great. When was the first time you used the internet?
Well, as far as I remember, I was in 7th standard when teacher gave me an assignment during summer vacation. To complete that, I used it for the first time.
Okay. Do you think internet is very important to you?
Yes, internet is very necessary for me because it has become an indispensable part of my life. I use it to search something and to gain knowledge, and it increases my horizon also.
Okay. Do you think you can live without internet?
No, not at all. I can't even imagine to live without internet. As I earlier mentioned, it has become an indispensable part of my life, and my most of the life is totally depend on internet.
Great. Few questions will be based on social work. What kind of social networking sites do you like to use?
I use WhatsApp the most because it is really very convenient to communicate with people. Apart from this, I don't have accounts on other social networking sites such as Instagram, Snapchat and Facebook.
Are you a social person?
Very much so. I feel that I thrive on social interactions. I gave small amount of time to myself, but I feel more charged when I spend time with others, especially with my kith and kins. So I prefer to spend time with them rather than spending alone.
Is it easy to find a real friend on social networking site?
No, not at all. It is really very hard to find a real friend on social networking sites because people make fake IDs to scam with people. Moreover, cybercrime is also increasing day by day.
What kind of chatting apps or softwares do Indian people like to use?
Well, it's a personal choice, but as far as I observed, Indian people prefer to use Snapchat, WhatsApp, and Instagram.
Okay, this is end of the part 1. Great, Mavisha. And now I'm going to ask a cue card. This is your cue card. And if you wish to make notes, you can. You will have to speak at least for 2 minutes. So guys, have you seen the confidence of Mavisha? How much confident she is while this interview in the part 1. So if you are preparing for IELTS speaking, that you must have such confidence in the part 1. And if you want to learn more, you can download my application named Your IELTS Partner. You can enroll because many courses like reading, listening, writing and speaking are available there. You can improve your score in IELTS. Both Android and iOS user can download the application. Thank you so much. Okay, you may start speaking.
Well, to be very honest, I am a bibliophile person or an avid reader. I have read plethora of books in my life of different genres like historical, autobiographies, self-fiction, novels, and many more. One of them I read regularly, hence it is worth mentioning. I vividly remember reading it for the first time when I was at home due to lockdown imposed during coronavirus pandemic. I was free during those days and my mother advised me to read a book named MS Dhoni Biopic. This book is written by a great author and mastermind Neeraj Pandey. I immediately ordered it and from that day I read it up 10 times with determination, dedication and discipline. This book throws flood of lights on MS Dhoni's personalities and thoughts. Through this book, I came to know about the struggle of Mahendra Singh Dhoni before becoming a successful Indian legend. He belonged to a poor family and his father forced him to do a job because he thinks that this job is the bread and butter for him. He joined Indian Railway to make his father elated, yet his focus was on cricket. After his job, he used to spend his most of the time in cricket practice. His passion towards cricket was on different level. Finally, after so many failures, he was selected in Indian cricket management and proved himself as best captain and wicket keeper. So this book influenced me so much to do the things by hook and crook until don't get success. I adore to read this book repeatedly because it motivates me and to do my task sincerely.
Great, thank you so much. This is the end of the cue card. Now I'm going to ask some follow-up questions which will be based on this cue card. Do you prefer books or movies?
Well, there is no denying that movies have a instant gratification, but it lacks a substantial information that a books can provide. Moreover, books can have a emotional connection and we feel more connected to the books. So due to these reasons, I'll prefer books over movies. But if I'll not get time to read books, I'll sometime watch movies also.
Do you think is it important to read the book before watching the movie version of this?
No, not at all. This is an imprudent approach that we'll have to read books before watching the movie version of it because it kills thrills and excitement for the movie.
Okay. Do boys and girls like the same kind of books?
Well, I have seen some differences over preferences of boys and girls. Boys prefer to read about the sports, cars, and games. On the other hand, girls prefer to read about the fashion and lifestyle.
What kind of books Indian people like to read?
Well, reading doesn't depend upon nationality, it's an individual choice. For instance, Harry Potter is a worldwide book and it is meant for children, but lot of adults also read it and calling them Potterheads.
So what do you think that what Indian people like to read exactly?
They like to read their culture and traditional books which connect them to their tradition.
Okay. Do people prefer to read e-books or printed books in your country?
Reading preferences vary in my country. Most of the people still prefer printed books because of their tactile experience and the smell of the books and the traditional feel. On the other hand, e-books are also become popular due to its convenient use, portability and a vast storage collection in a single device.
Do you think people need to develop the habit of reading?
Yes, of course, people need to develop the habit of reading because it creates foster because it enhances their language skills, compressive abilities. Additionally, it reduces their stress, offers the entertainment source, and provides themselves to immense and different world and perspectives.
Thank you so much, Movisha. Thank you. This is the end of the test. Hello everyone. So this is time to give the feedback for Movisha's interview. So Movisha did a great interview today and you had seen that. So now I'm giving the feedback over the criteria for speaking. If I talk about fluency and coherence, then I would give her 7 band score over here, because in part 1 and part 3 that she was fluent enough and her coherence was accurate. But in part 2 that she was fluent undoubtedly, but she was making very small sentences. So if you are preparing IELTS and in part 2 don't break the sentences, it is advisable, then you can get good score out of this criteria. Second one is the lexical resource. I would give her 8 here, because she used very much ultimate words. She used different words, very much rare words. For example, self-fiction, I vividly remember, the flood of light, Indian legend, bread and butter. She used phrases here. Who can crook by who can crook, until, bibliophile, avid reader, and in the third part also there is no denying to fact that, instant gratification, imprudent approach, substantial information. So the people who prepare IELTS, they use very much common words, but in that case in Movisha's interview that she used very much rare and uncommon words. So that's why I am giving her 8 here. In grammar and accuracy, she did well. I am giving 7.5 for grammar and accuracy part, but need to make more complex and compound sentences so that she become more fluent. In pronunciation, she had done some rare error. I am giving 7.5 here. So overall, she got 7.5. And in final exam, I wish her luck, and she definitely will get 7.5 in her real exam. And if you guys are planning to take this, you can enroll my application named Your IELTS Partner, and you can get enrollment in any of the courses, either reading, listening, writing or speaking, and you can improve your score to 7, 8 or even the 9 band score. Thank you so much.